This is Sunday in the United States, and this is the Conscious Hour. So now we're going to let Mahmoud show you what's actually going on that you will not see in the mainstream media of the U.S. Oh no, you don't even get a quarter of the actual information. Here we go.
And the child murdering Zionists following their aggression against Iran. Now, Trump and Netanyahu were asking the Iranian people to go out in the streets. They wanted to go out in the streets to take control. Take control over what? Because we're going to target the regime. The Iranian people took out to the streets. Do you know why? To mourn their great leader, Sayyid Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who was martyred, over 80 years old, spending all of his time supporting the weak, supporting the cause of Palestine, and the Epstein regime and the apartheid entity assassinated him. These were the Iranians that were in the streets today, not for the reasons that Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu wanted, but the contrary, to support the Islamic Republic.
Remember, they said that the country was under terrorists. They were run by terrorists. No, this is what Iran looks like. United people. And remember, they had that protest. There was more than 30 million people protesting during that day, and there was only 3,500 of them about that were killed, but those were people being killed by 900 Mossad agents that also were killed by Iran. Now you see what Iran really looks like. They love their country. It's 5,000 years old.
This is Iran. These are the Iranian people. This is the Islamic nation of Iran. Went out to mourn their great leader, the late martyr, Sayyid Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and to show fierce resistance against the pedophile and the Zionist blackmailer who are trying to force Iranians to become morally depraved like them, thinking that, do you think the Iranian people are morally depraved like you? But do you think you can buy the Iranian people with money? You had a few Mossad rats who were eliminated swiftly by the Iranian forces. Now you're talking about millions of Iranian people who will be behind a new supreme leader who will, by the way, likely do a lot of things that the United States and Israel did not want. So they're creating a situation here where it's very complicated. I mean, they are trying to cause destruction internally, destabilization. What's happening? And the Iranian people on the opposite side go and support their leadership. Now, President Masoud Pezeshkian, Iran's judiciary chief Ghulam Hussein Mohseni, and jurist member of the Guardian Council Ayatollah Ali Reza Arafi have been appointed to serve the interim leadership council. This is a move that is in line with the Iranian constitution. Yesterday, I've been telling you about the way that the Iranian establishment is managed. You're not talking about a figure, and when it's gone, that's it. It's not like the one man type of dictatorship. It's not an authoritarian Epstein regime like Donald Trump or the Zionist dictator Benjamin Netanyahu, who manipulate votes and kill their own people and manipulate them 24/7. No, the Islamic Republic of Iran has a very functional system with a high level of democracy and freedom of choice. And now this is being translated following the martyrdom of the supreme leader. And there will be, of course, candidates to take the position of the supreme leader. But that comes secondary, by the way, because the position of the supreme leader is as a guide. At the end of the day, you need a functioning system. The system is more important than the people. Any system that relies on one individual will be failing. But what we have seen in the past several years, that not only in Iran, but also in other parts, in Yemen, in Palestine, in Lebanon, wherever there's resistance movements and you have people who are targeted at the top, the resistance continues. That
So what we've done is consolidated the power of the people who are simply saying, we've had enough of the United States, we've had enough of Israel dictating to us in the region how we should do business. It's done, folks. And just think of the compromised officials in the United States of America that have been taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from Israel every year. And the only tail they're wagging of the dog is Donald Trump, who is a puppet for Netanyahu. Before that, it was Joe Biden, who was a puppet for Netanyahu. And go back and look at all the presidents. Just look back. Every one of them have invaded foreign countries when there were wars to go in to steal resources for private corporations to make more money. Now, look what we have in the United States. Look who's controlling our country, the high tech billionaires. They're surveilling everything, they're destroying our democracy. We've got ICE in the streets. And who's winning the game? The Zionists. They want to destroy America. They want America to be not only not independent of Israel, which is there's no more future there, but to be a slave so we can spend our tax dollars satisfying corporations and their profits. So greed the machine is dying. And the amount of money that's being spent on this war and the amount of money that's going to be spent rebuilding our military, you're talking in the trillions of dollars. Iran told us, if you attack us, we will, under all the power we have, make sure that this regime falls. So the hypersonic missiles that Iran has, they've unleashed a portion, but they've held back the most powerful ones. So we aren't out of the hot water yet. Wait till you see what comes next. And I'm broadcasting from the West Coast, and it's Sunday morning. So stay tuned, folks, because you will not be seeing this information on the mainstream media. So I encourage you all to watch the Conscious Hour. I post every day, but I also encourage you to go to YouTube and surf YouTube. Do not watch Western media. You have been played by right wing and left wing media sources. They look through a very myopic lens. They don't look at the world, they don't look at geopolitics. They play with geopolitics. They say they're looking at geopolitics, but they don't understand it. It's always about America. Well, wake up, folks. This is the Conscious Hour. Please share and like and donate to the 501c3. Any money that comes in goes out to the people that need the money. Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour. Share and like this. Thank you very much.